Okay, we're back. Now, apparently not many people knew that the rest of my face was actual pay-to-play DLC, but we made sure that it works. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Gwent Trivia, the revival season. Are we season 3? We don't know. Mark is the one that keeps track of that kind of nonsense. I'm just here to ask questions. Thank you so much for putting through with that kind of nonsense. We're here, and it's great. This is, I guess, the homecoming, post-fix, post-balance, patch version, Way of the Witcher nonsense, whatever. It's all good. It's trivia, and that's what matters. Welcome, friends. Thank you so much for joining us. We got 3 competitors that are ready to sort of duel of the wits when it comes down to, well, there's 3 of them, so is that really a duel? I guess Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon versus, but it's a whole different thing. Whatever. Regardless, no enough Star Wars references for today. Let's meet the contestants. Up first, we've got from the UK. This is Mr. Lionhart. Mr. Lionhart, it's nice to see you. How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you, my friend. How are you?
I'm well, thank you for asking. But what I feel means absolutely nothing to both the whole scheme of the show and to everyone within my immediate vicinity here where I live. But still, now you have chosen to represent Scoia'tael. Is there any reason behind that?
No.
No.
No, I used to love Scoia. Back in beta, I was a massive fan of Scoia. It was what I played the most. Still the faction I've got the most wins with. So I figured, why not?
All right, I like it. Now you're going to have to choose your buzz-in, quote-unquote buzz-in, is going to be a voice line or something Scoia'tael related. Now I'm going to ask you what that is, and also, before we move on to the next person, just drop a little bit of your trash talk now, because later on it's going to be lightning fast, shoot from the hip, answer questions kind of times. Do you want to have time then?
Definitely. Well, it's very clear that we've got to find something in Gwent that I'm good at, and I'm confident it's going to be this. So you should all be terrified. Clearly, I'm a Gwent Trivia god. I'm going to demonstrate this in front of you. You all have no chance. Let's be real. Right. My buzzing. I really wanted my buzzing, if I had like a metal helmet, to be just tapping the metal helmet like the Great Oak does. But I didn't prepare in any way for that. So instead, it's just going to be Waters of Broccolon.
Waters of Broccolon. All right, I feel it. All right, thank you so much, Lionhart. Moving on now to the returning guest, although he hasn't really returned because he's just arrived. But you'll see a common theme. It is the one Christo who has made blazed his trails in the Gwent scene and is now about to go ahead and show everybody just how much of a disappointment he really is, right? So it's nice to have you on the show. You have chosen Skellige. Now, you have told me in private why you have chosen Skellige, but maybe perhaps you should share it with the world.
Oh, it didn't need to be private whatsoever. The entire reason I chose Skellige is because I know, Flake, it is your favorite faction.
That is a lie. That is immediately minus 10 points. Just right there. Those points are now forfeited. They do not exist anymore. But you have chosen a buzzin keyword as well. So why don't you toss that up and mix it up in a nice little, a buzzin trash talk chalupa sandwich.
Absolutely. So Lion talked about how he was going to win this whole thing. That isn't even my goal here. I'm going to let them do their thing. My entire reason for being is to annoy you as much as humanly possible over this next hour, Flake. So I have decided the only way to go with my buzzin is to select your favorite card in the game representing Skellige. My buzzin will be Lippy.
You are an awful person. But I guess that if you're going to be bothering me for 1 hour over the course of, 30 years that I've known you and you've been bothering me for that amount of time, it's a small drop in the bucket. But still, eventually, one of these straws will break my back. All right. Moving on now to South Africa and the lovely Tia. Tia, how are you today?
I'm doing better by the second, Flake. And how are you?
I'm well. I am decreasing my confidence in this show and myself every second as well. So I'm glad that there's a balance to the force, that you are getting more encouraged and I am merely slipping into a deeper depression. But please tell us, what is your affinity for Northern Realms and what is your trash talk / buzz-in code word?
Well, Meave is my muse, and Corvo is also the most beautiful man on the screen Earth, so I had to go with Northern Realms. And that's also the reason why Corvo will be my word for the day. And with regards to trash talk, I'm not planning on winning this at all, don't get me wrong. I just need to swim faster than, not the shark, but Lionheart, who's the slowest swimmer.
Wow.
Okay. So,
Never fighting words.
there's a scene from the movie, I believe it was The Other Guys, where Mark Wahlberg's character, Terry, confronts Will Ferrell's character, where he talks about how he's a tuna and how Terry is a lion and he's a predator. And then, anyways, it's about lions. Is like, lions can't swim, but tuna, we get the taste for lion, and then we're gonna create breathing apparatuses and come out, and then, anyways, it's a whole thing. All right. Well, welcome again, friends. Thanks for tuning in. There you have it. Those are the three competitors. And now we're going to explain to you a little bit about the rules and what they're playing for. But what's more important, what you're playing for, just for showing up. All you need is a face and fingers to type stuff in. Isn't that amazing? So I just want to let everyone know that you guys are very much, playing for a wonderful prize. It's a huge prize. It is a 2021 brand new, state-of-the-art this. It's beautiful art that has been commissioned by a famous, wonderful artist. You may know him from previous fame of previous McBlade fame, but this is all going into the Gwent scrapbook that will one day be submitted to the Smithsonian for preservation. But the rules are simple. There are 3 rounds of questioning / points that you can get. The first round, very easy. It's just 10 questions, general knowledge, and you buzz in. If you get the answer correct, 2 points in the bank for you. Congratulations. If you get the answer incorrect, it is -1 point. And then the second round, similar point values, etc., but this time it's more visual clues. We will show you a card. Something will be skewed, removed, zoomed in. Otherwise, you got to let us know what the card is, what's missing, etc. We'll let you know. Same thing. Correct answer, 2 points. Incorrect answer, we give you a little 1-point haircut. The third round is the fun round, because this is where the audience can get involved and vote on who they think should get the points. But we up the points a little bit, maybe 3 points for that one. But 3 rounds, we give you a card. You have to draw your rendition of that card. Now, other players in the past have taken different strategies with this. They have gone and been very hyper-realistic, accurate. Others have gone and just been more meta about what it is and been a little bit silly. And then basically it's a popularity contest. So out there in the audience, you guys are going to be voting on who gets the points. So keep your eyes and ears peeled, which sounds awful and weird, but just do it anyways. And if you haven't already, there are kegs up for grabs for you guys out there in the viewership. So ! keg party, and we will be giving away some kegs courtesy of the wonderful Ryan Godric there at CDPR. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. All right, are we ready to play round 1 of Gwent Trivia? Just buzz in when you are ready to play.
Lippy.
What is the broccoli on?
Oh God. Okay.
Lippy.
This is, and you have to put a little stank on it, don't you, Chris?
Lippy.
I can hear it. Just,
Oh Lord. Okay, here we go. Let's just get straight to it. Round 1, again, general knowledge questions. You buzz in, you get it correct, 2 points. You get it incorrect, -1 point. Here we go. Question number 1. And I will remind the audience, if you know the question, if you know the answer, and you blurt it out before somebody on the show gets it, you will be timed out. Yes, we are that evil. Now, if nobody gets it, you guys can go ahead and flex your eternal brilliance on us by letting us know after the fact, but just wait for us to go ahead and toss it out to you guys. We want this to be fair and square so you guys can show them just how 5-head you all are. All right, here we go. Number 1. Easy question. How many stratagems are there? How many? This is for Lionheart, yes.
8.
8 is actually incorrect, so that is a -1 point for you there, Lionheart. Anyone else want to take a swipe at this? How many stratagems are there?
All right, we're gonna go so well.
It's a trick question because it's
I will gladly say that there's absolutely no trickery involved. It was merely me going and then onward until I stopped on the final number. How many stratagems are there? All right, we're gonna 5. Oh, okay.
Koro?
Koro? Yeah, yes.
So Lionheart said 8, right?
Yes, that is what he said.
So I'm going to say 7.
Oh, well, look at that. Now there are 2 who are in -1, so that is also incorrect.
I
feel
can win
better.
this by never answering a question.
That is correct. You can definitely take the Gandhi approach and just passively resist here, but unfortunately, all right. So no one's gonna get it. Chat, if you are out there, how many stratagems are there?
Everyone's just logging into Gwent real quick.
That's it. Just it's literally. All right. Well, somebody got it, Roscoe, and that's admirable. Have it at 13. 13 and bribery player as well. There are 13 stratagems, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? Can you believe we're in a world where there are 13 stratagems that you could pick, yet you always pick the Crystal Skull? It's insane. All right, here we go. Number 2. What is the highest provision card?
Lippy,
That would be Chris.
Masquerade Ball.
You are correct. Masquerade Ball at 15 provisions is the biggest and most expensive hole in that you're going to burn in your pocket, and probably the only way you'll win as a Nilfgaard. Okay, next up, let's go. How many 13 provision units are there? How many 13 provision units are there? Think hard. Here, I'll toss you a little clue here. Only one is neutral. So that might help you out. You'd be like, "Oh, there's a neutral one?"
Corvo?
Okay, this one's going to Tia, trying to recover.
Oh dear. I'm just going to guess 7.
Wow, no, that is not correct. But you did it with such confidence, and I applaud that. It is not 7. Tia representing the eagle after
What's
2
the
holes.
Broccolon? Let's go. Okay.
All
what's
right,
the
my
Broccolon?
man. I believe in you.
I played a little Alza, and I know one of them just got removed to make Alza worse from a Neuromancy. I'm going to say 5.
Fortunately, that is incorrect.
Fantastic.
Chris, would you like to take the absolute noble approach of passing? Or do you want to?
I will take the easiest avenue to victory, which is the only way Lippy goes. I will pass.
Congratulations. All right. Anyone in the chat, how many are there? There are 4. There are 4, ladies and gentlemen. You've got Keltulis, Drog, the Great Oak, and Regis. All right, here we go.
Okay.
What non-token card has the highest difference between their base strength and their provision cost? There are 2, but you only need to name 1.
What's the Broccolon?
Yes, sir.
Vivian?
Ooh, Vivian is a great answer. Unfortunately, it is also incorrect.
No way.
Corvo?
Yes.
Anglomine?
We will have also accepted Angulem, which would have also have been wrong. Unfortunately, that is incorrect. The
This is going
greatest
exactly
difference
how I
between their. Let me just make note of Chris's amazing approach here of wait for everyone to fail and then sneak through and just literally waddle under that low bar that has been set.
Worst case scenario, I pass. Best case scenario, I know 2 wrong answers.
Eventually, you got to stop dry passing round 2 here, buddy. You got to actually.
I will Lippy this.
Okay, and just take the pass.
No, Philippa,
Oh.
There are multiple Philippas.
the Northern Realms one.
All right, we'll give it to you. Yes, Philippa Blind Fury is an 11-point difference between her strength and her provision cost. Regis is the other with also 11 points. All right, here we go. What 2 factions have disloyal cards? What 2 factions have disloyal cards? As I show everyone my wonderful Archispore mug.
Corvo?
Tia.
Monsters and Nilfgaard?
Ooh, that is incorrect.
Oh, no. Did you trick me with your Monsters Cup?
What's the Broccolon?
You like that? Just a little bit of like suggested in there. All right, Lion.
It's Nilfgaard and Northern Realms.
That is correct. It is in fact Nilfgaard and Northern Realms, and look at that, just almost coming back from the other side is our good friend Lionhart. Now, I don't think we should. To be fair, Tia did get one of the 2, so maybe we just give her 0 points. I think that's fair.
Oh no, Not the pity points.
Oh, pity points. I got a bag of pity points over here. I've been collecting them all through high school. Oh, yeah. All right.
I mean, I'll take it, honestly.
No, don't take her to 0. Just give her back to -3.
She gets more points than I did. No.
Yeah. All right, here we go. What are the highest strength 4 provision cards? You need to get them both.
Oh.
The highest strength 4 provision cards. There are 2. You must give me both of them. Chris, don't make me push you in the pool.
That never goes well. Lippy?
Okay, with fettered confidence.
The Monster Conqueror? Do I have to get the full name?
Well, just name them to both, and then I'll toss it over the mark.
And the Bear Witcher Adept.
Judges? All right, fine. Marcus comes on in and says, okay.
Like
all right, there we go.
Players just skate by.
It is the An El Conqueror, and yes, indeed, the Bear Witcher Adept. Both are 4 provision 7 strength cards. All right, next up. Which card has the higher provision cost? Dandelion, Odrin, or Lady of the Lake? One of them is a higher provision cost than the other 2.
Corvo?
Yes, Tia.
Oh, here we go. Dandelion?
That is correct. Dandelion is, in fact, the correct answer. I believe he is just rolling in at 8, whereas Odrin and Lady of the Lake are both 7 provision cards. All right. Question number 8. What card has the most armor upon playing it?
Corvo.
That is Tia again.
Living armor?
It is indeed living armor. Armor's in the name, people. Now, they can't all be hard questions. Sometimes you just gotta toss them a little wonderful one. Now, here is my favorite question that has appeared a bajillion times. Spell Ihuaraquax.
Corvo.
Yes, Tia.
Okay, let me spell it out real quick. It's IHUARR. Oh gosh, don't get it wrong. AQUAX. Wait, Ihuaraquax. Yes, Ihuaraquax.
Yeah, there we go. The Ihuaraquax is indeed spelled that way. Congratulations. Now, in the earliest renditions of the Gwent Trivia Show, we kept this question in until someone got it right, and it survived about 5 episodes. So I figured we'd bring it back. Now, Tia did, in fact, do her studies and watched a lot of archived footage and knew that this was going to come up. So she was definitely on board. But look at that. And finally, because I'm a jerk, spell Villain Trentonmirth.
Oh gosh.
No. Waters of Brockalong.
Yes.
Am I allowed to write it as I do it?
Well, if you need it, absolutely.
Okay.
Go for it. Whatever floats your boat, young man. You're in -1 territory, so who am I to shut down your hopes and dreams?
Let's go with it. I can do this. VILLENTRENTELM Trenton ERTH.
Okay, start from the top again. Just there's a lot of oohs and ums in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what alphabet you use in the UK, so let's go.
VILLENTRENTELMERTH.
That is incorrect. Close, but not quite there. Chris, would you like to venture some of your riches, you freaking Scrooge? No, he's not. Jeff Bezos there just wants to live on his pile of gold. I understand. Okay, I get it.
You've seen
Tia, would you like to try? You just knocked a Huaraquax out of the park, so.
Oh, there's definitely some weird symbol in there. I'm not even taking the chance.
Oh, we don't count symbols. We'll just go with the actual. It's not like VI umlaut and like other stuff. Like we're not doing that. Even though umlaut is an amazing little extra little.
Stop.
All right. Well, would you want us to give it a shot, or are you just gonna pass?
I think I like my distance from the other swimmer right now. I feel very contained.
Oh yeah, that shark is like the shark right now is just having tea, saying "fuck it, I can catch him later." He's not really going anywhere. All right.
In the drawing round, I'm going to come back and destroy you all, and chat is going to help me. You watch this comeback.
You just wait, because
Stop pandering to chat.
the rules in this game are completely in my malleable hands here. So like, I will absolutely change things if necessary. I might even just tax you all of some points if I don't like what's going on. All right. The proper spelling, which the chat again have tossed out there before that is their chance, but VILLENTRETENMERTH. You missed the T there, Mr. T. I pity the fool who misses the T, but it happens. All right, let's do a quick little recap over here of the scores, ladies and gentlemen. That has been round 1 of Gwent Trivia, and we've got Christo magically weaseling his way to 6 points by dodging questions rather than answering them somehow.
That's Slippy playing my own game.
Absolutely, that's not bad. We have Tia, who actually dug her way out of quite the hole to be not quite a distance to second, but she's within striking distance at 3 points. And then there's our good friend Lionhart, who's decided that this is the U.S. Open and wants to make sure that he's got an eagle on the board, and he's this isn't golf, my friends. Your score is terrible. Okay. Okie day. You know how this works. Again, 10 questions. This is a visual round, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys know it in chat, please. I know you're brilliant. I know you're smart. I know that Twitch is where you come to just discuss all the problems of the world in a very intelligent and polite manner. But please do not shout out the answer until our 3 brain children here give their chance to embarrass themselves. Okay, first up, here we go. Round 2, again, visual treats. I'm going to ask you what is missing, what card it is, etc. You tell me what's going on. All right, the first question is Tainted Ale. What is missing from the Tainted Ale? And Mark did an exceptional Photoshop job, so
no,
it's
I don't
even
want to answer
harder.
because I'm so far behind, but I am going to water the Broccolon.
Okay, go for it. I mean, you could only...
It can only get worse,
into
right?
despair.
It's fine. I'm going to be in the bottom of that glass. I'm going to say a rat.
Ooh, a rat is incorrect.
Of course it is.
Welcome to -3. We're in the third circle of hell. Yes, Chris.
Following my strategy of getting the other wrong answers out of the way, if it's not a rat, flies.
It is, in fact, flies. Yes, it is. They are flies that are missing. Num, 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 num. Yes. If you've ever gone to any basic bitch bar on St. Patrick's Day, you will, in fact, drink green-dyed Coors Light, and it will suck, and it'll get everywhere, and it will not be a good time. Okay. But throwing up green is pretty interesting. Okay, next card. Ser Khan. What kind of beast is Ser Khan? I believe that was Lionhart.
It's a tiger.
It is indeed a tiger. There it is.
This is what victory feels like. No.
And we don't know who's holding the tiger. It's possibly Mike Tyson in his very monetarily irresponsible days when he owned one.
As you do.
All right, I'm going to take a very big leap of faith here trying to pronounce this card. Ida Eman Epsivny. What is missing? We call her Ida. What is missing from Ida? What is missing from our dear Ida?
I think I know, but I'm not. I'm the closest to zero.
I'm going to wait for one of them to get it wrong, and then I'll go.
You bastard. Okay, so this is kind of how I always tell this to my chat. When you only have one line of victory, you got to play to your outs. And at this stage, Lionheart, you might as well just start gambling.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm in. Let's go for it. Water the Broccolon.
Yes, sir.
Birds.
Birds. To quote a good friend of mine, birds are dumb shits. And unfortunately, that answer is incorrect. It is not birds. I'm not calling you a dumb shit. I think that you're a handsome fellow with a bright future, young man, but I'm just saying that your answers need a little bit of polish. Okay, next. Anyone else want to give this a go?
My answer is so stupid it can't be wrong, but I'm going to kick myself if it's wrong. If it's right, that is. It's not it, is it? I'm just going to say Corvo.
Buzz it, yes.
It's not a rabbit, is it?
Ida is not a rabbit. No, she is not a rabbit.
No, a rabbit next to her.
I know. I was trying to give you a way out of this question. I literally gave you an escape rope, and you're like knitting a sweater with it. No, that's not how it is. That is incorrect. Chris, I am going to force buzz you into this because I cannot allow this to happen. This passive, it's not how we did it. You are playing no unit trivia, and it's not good.
Even Mark's in on it. My whole thing lit up. It is a cat.
It is a cat. What the hell?
Oh, come on.
F off. Well, that's all I gotta say. You are the Licky player. It's like, okay.
I found exactly what I needed. I know what's missing. My points.
It looks like a rabbit. Am I dyslexic?
Well,
I'm hallucinating with what's happening, yes.
I mean, she's pissed.
It's a bird.
It ate the rabbit, perhaps.
All right, here we go. Next up, Leo. What is Leo cutting in two?
I'm
gonna go to the judges on this one. Judges, it was Tia.
Apple.
It is an apple. Yes, it is. All right, for 50,000 bonus points. What orchard was that apple from?
Mine.
That is incorrect. All right, we're gonna. No, I'm just kidding. All right, we don't know. I have no idea. That apple was possibly some type of royalty in the orchard, and now it has been killed in front of its people as a message. Okay, next one. Tia, you might get this because you did all your studies. What is missing from the harpy egg?
Correct.
Yes.
Skull.
It is a skull. Yes, this is a recycled one, and the fact that Tia actually watched old episodes is
all of them
both endearing and hilariously sad at the same time. But we're all good because she is climbing back up, and Chris's time atop the hill is it's being threatened here. Unfortunately. Yeah, well, Lionhart is actually he's not on the ground level. He's in the basement, like with some type of periscope looking up.
I am the foundation of this, okay? I'm the platform with which your greatness is built, clearly.
Listen, I understand, but if you're like expecting some sort of meteoric rise from the ashes like a phoenix, you have dug yourself quite the trench to jump out of, my friend.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
I'll come back. All
right, here's another one. What card is this? We've taken up oh my lord, that's me on said St. Patrick's Day with the green beer. That's what happened. Yes, sir.
Necromancy.
It is in fact necromancy. Look at you being all even Steven at 0. Now you're a real boy. Congratulations.
I'm right back where I started.
Yeah, you've sort of clawed your way back from the dead, but welcome back to existence. All right, here's another one. What is missing from the Ice Giant card? What is missing from the Ice Giant card?
I don't know what, but I know where.
You know where? Well, the where is Twitch. The what is Gwent Trivia. It's the what is missing that matters. Once again, I will show off my Larry mug. It is a Larry mug. While you think about it, buying you time.
Don't fall for it, guys. It's
all right. Well, 5 seconds. If no one buzzes in, we're going to go to the brilliance that is the chat. Who's got it?
No clue.
Nobody. All right, chat. If you know it, throw it out there. This is a Mark Thea's question, so you can blame him for his evilness on this one. All right. It is, in fact, people. Flake's face is not correct. That would be a terrible card. That is instant milling if you get rid of it. It is people fleeing from the Ice Giant or possibly asking them to take the frisbee off the roof. I don't know. One of the two things is true.
I like whoever put in chat that it was an airplane missing.
Yeah, what is this? All right. Next up, what card is this? Again, we've got a zoomed in little piece.
Oh gosh.
Of what I got Lionheart for Valentine's Day.
I was going to say, I've seen this before.
Lippy?
All right, Chris, what is this?
Pickpocket?
It is indeed pickpocket. Yes, it is. Pickpocket.
Literally picking the pocket.
Yeah, the pocket has been picked, and you get yourself 2 points. As we're waiting for any moment now where Lionhart will fire out of the gates. He walked backwards, he moonwalked his way to a -4 score, and here he is living in 0 squalor, but it's fine. He will come back.
There's plenty of time, I'm sure.
Here's another one. What card is this? This is an easy one.
What's
Come
the
on.
Brock one?
Yes, sir.
That's Ramon.
That is Ramon, Razor Ramon Tyrconnell. Absolutely true.
That guy.
There he is. Thank goodness for Ramon bringing you back from the dead. Look at you, 2 points. What are you going to do with them? You should like invest them in long-term mutual funds. That's what you should probably do, because it's really hard apparently for you to come by this. But you have finally you have dug your way out of this debt. All right, here we go. This is going to be literally a matter of who can buzz in quickest. What is missing?
Correct.
What's the problem?
That is Tia.
I should have gone for a shorter one.
It is Camby. The rooster is gone. The golden cock of justice is back on its perch. But there it is. It is in fact Camby, and that should do it. We'll do a quick recap of the scores, ladies and gentle beans, as we see it now. Chris, commanding lead, 12 points. Amazing. Awesome. Have you even gotten a question wrong, sir? We don't know. We've got Tia, 8 points, within striking distance. It's all good. And finally, our good friend, Lionhart, who has only now birthed himself into the game. Welcome.
6 points that round. I did well, damn it.
You are. You know what? If it's in small segments, you are basically every fucking YouTube video I hate that says 85% win rate, but it's like a 4-game like sample size in casual. But if we were to do that, you are undefeated. You have in this round alone, you are unstoppable, friend. It's amazing.
Flake, why do you have to shit talk my YouTube titles?
Well, I mean, maybe. Maybe. All right, friends, there we go. We're going to go to round 3 in just a second. But before we do, get your pens and papers. You guys can play along. The contestants will be ready. We're doing the drawing round. But why don't we take a look a little bit at the players? That's right. So we are getting ready. Again, round 3 is going to be a little bit different because we're going to show them a card and our players are going to have to go ahead and draw that card. We also are going to ask you to suggest the card. So in the chat, just @WatchFlake and say, I want this, or I want that, or I think this card, or whatever, because there are 3 players are going to draw the card. So we need you to suggest one. I've got a few ready to go, and it usually ends up being Camby or Vess for obvious reasons, but suggest something different. But again, ultimately they're going to come out with something like this, or they're going to come out with something like this, and you guys are going to have to go ahead and vote on which one you like. So while they get prepared and get all their colors and Crayolas ready to go, how about we catch a few little clips from our good friends here on the panel.
Imagine if I could summon this.
I shall be your eyes.
What? I'm sorry, what just happened? I'm sorry, what? Now that's... wow. You just have to applaud this level of insanity. I'm so impressed right now, it actually hurts. That card's evil. Why don't I premium all of them? Because then what would people do with their channel points? Oh god, it's just an evil image.
Maths. Yeah, maths is for nerds.
Not too shabby. Not shabby.
Oh. Oh no, Lionhart! So, in our sherbet, flipping hell. Oh. Pixie, yeah. What was that all about? Pixie? I think it's because I put the fan on. Whoa, that was so sore.
So I've been pretty lucky all night. What are the chances this big boy Pyro pings one of these guys? 66% is good in my books. Bunking! New Zealand doesn't count. They're an island with like 14 people living on it.
Well, it was nice to have New Zealand viewers once upon a time, so thank you so much for just ruining that demographic for us, Christo. But there you have it. Those are 3 competitors in all their glory. They're ready to go. Are you ready to go? That's the question, because don't forget, you guys can win kegs yourself. Hit ! Keg Party, get put into that draw, and we will draw the winner after we choose the winner of this show. So you guys are the true champions. Don't forget. Also, I have taken notes as to everything you guys have spoken about, everything you guys want to see drawn. Don't worry about it. It's going to happen. So if we're not ready, I think we're ready, right? We're ready. Okay, the big guy in the sky tells me that we're ready to go. So again, the rules are simple, friends. You guys are going to get about 30 seconds to a minute to draw the card that we're going to show you. The lovely people in chat with their collective IQs of about 14.6 billion will then judge you based on all your artistic merit or just who they think is prettiest. In which case, Chris, I'm sorry. But in that case, that's what happens when you choose Lippy, you son of a bitch. All right. Yeah, if we're ready to rock and roll, friends, get ready for it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, here's your first card. Pencils up. Draw Maruna. And all right, pencils down, friends. Hey, no cheating. Pencils freaking down. All right, we're going to go from top to bottom here. We're going to start with the...
Oh no.
The absolute, like, bare bottom of point poverty, which is Lionhart. Lionhart, please. Now, you have, like, we'll give you time to sort of sell this, because you're selling this artwork to the wonderful people out there. So tell us, Lionhart, why? Explain it.
I've gone with photorealism because drawing is one of my numerous talents, unlike Gwent Trivia appears to be. So I went as photorealistic as physically possible, and I initially started with this wonderful picture here. I think you can see how great that is, very close. And then I went with the idea, that's a hoof, by the way, to clarify.
Hold on a second.
Just so you're aware.
Is she like, it looks like she's, like, this is what you walk into, like some type of sex dungeon where, like, she's just sitting on his face playing some type of flute. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not kink shaming.
That's the card, right?
I didn't ask you to write your weekend plans. I just merely asked you to draw the card.
Oh, that was the text message from you, right? Okay. And also, I wrote at the top mine now because every time anyone plays that card, they take everything that I want and love. So.
Oh, I like it. Mine now. You know what? That could be a wonderful Valentine's Day card. So. I like it.
I will send it to you, don't you worry. It's on its way.
All right. Well, there you have it. Okay, let's go on now to Christo. Christo, tell us a little bit about your beautiful piece here.
So I want to preface this by saying, while Maruna's flute she plays is very enchanting, you know what else is enchanting? A latte from Christo's Cafe. So if you see here, there you have Maruna. There you have, instead of her flute, a mug of a latte from Christo's Cafe, and you see the unfortunate man with the X's in the eyes. He's just kind of chilling there. So
the economy that you of what you've used on that paper is impressive. There's like so much canvas, but you've chosen to just, it's like a minimalist sort of microscopic piece of what is otherwise known as the most shameless plug of all time, but we love it.
Much like a Lippy player in round 3, I plan on doing nothing for the first little while, and I'll get to something good later.
Okay, can you just hold that up one more time real quick?
Absolutely.
We just want to make sure that we get, we want to know, oh my lord. Okay. Yeah, okay, feels good. Wonderful. Okay, she's happy at least. And,
of course she is. She's enjoying a latte.
All right. Tia, rescue us from this debauchery.
I just like to say that by the time I play my Maruna, I feel that Lionheart or Christo would have not eaten theirs yet, and mine would eventually have stolen theirs as well, making it the superior Maruna. But it's still very bad to keep context. I don't know if you can see a single thing.
Oh, wow. That is, I will say this. The haircut and the placement of that mouth or whatever, you've got kind of a little Hitler vibe going on over there. Just
like, I didn't finish my face, all right? That's just your subconscious coming through here.
No, I'm just, listen, I am merely saying what that looks. But yeah, pretty, that is a thick woman right there, I will say. That is, she can you just hold that up one more time? I just want to say that she is built like a brick shithouse. Oh my god, look at that sturdy, those legs. She could honestly be on on the offensive line for the New England Patriots. She is having a good time. And is that a flute she's playing, or is she just chewing on straw while she watches her corn grow?
The flute is a little bit faint, but I thought it wouldn't matter at the end of the day.
Okay, well, again, I don't decide who wins. I definitely, I
That's
love
right.
it though. I definitely love it. I don't decide who wins, but you guys, you the viewers, decide who wins. So there we go. The voting is now complete. Tia, you have won. Let's give Tia three big points. Three big points.
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank my mom in the other room, probably watching right now, and my future offspring. Thanks so much. And chat, of course. Thank you as well.
Like years down the road, when you have these conversations with your children, and be like, do you know the time that I thanked you for a drawing I made that was so ridiculous that it won me one question of one insignificant trivia show? And they'll be like, yes, mama, we've read about it in the books. All right, next up. Let's go to the next one, friends, because it ain't over till it's over, and it ain't over yet. And that would be draw Horson's Freak Show. Horson's Freak Show. Yes, Flake and the word clown do have a tumultuous relationship. All right, friends.
And still have more points than me.
Crayons down. No one has actually taken to this next level, which is actually adding different colors to the show. But once again, we've got the Lippy player is the prize I will send to one of the winners. And then we have the mythical McBlade. The mythical McBlade card. Deploy, destroy a vampire. All right, here we go. Let's start with the wonderful Lionheart. Again, we go to you, friend, because you really are just like I would say the fan favorite, but you're definitely the underdog at this point. So
yeah. I mean, it's literally impossible for me to win at this stage, except in your hearts and minds where I belong. So, I've again gone with my incredible drawing skills, plus random phrases that I feel should win you over. So, we've gone with this. It's a clown, so the why so serious thing is necessary, and Triss Ware. Now, the old premium of this, before it got changed, used to have the collectible card of a naked Triss from Witcher 2 flash up, and it's been removed, but it used to be in the game, still findable.
I get you. I will say this, it looks like an elf on a shelf if that elf had a meth addiction, but...
He's very happy.
Apparently so. Apparently so. Yeah, just check his arm for track marks is all I'm saying. Okay, then. Moving on to Chris. Let's keep going.
So I took some artistic liberties with this one. I have replaced the Freak Show's head with the Flake clown emote. So, Flake, you are now the Freak Show.
Now, I was gonna say, it looks like my nonna with a back problem. She's like, "Oh, my back, Flake. Why you have to make a nonna so sad?" But she got her face paint on.
Yeah, she does.
Oh my god. All right. Well, that does definitely look that like my nonna, my babcha, one of the two, who unfortunately tried to lift a fridge without calling in help. And I like it. Put it up one more time, please, everyone. That looks beautiful.
That is you.
There we go.
You, Flake,
that's either
right
a
there.
Freak Show or a terrible. That was like the storyboarding for Mrs. Doubtfire. One of the two. Okay. Tia, you're up next.
Okay, so I'll pretend like I didn't actually try really hard and I just went for Nightmare Fuel instead. So it's supposed to look very iffy. We'll just go with that, I think. Yeah, it's not Flake's grandma, but...
No, that... Okay, there it is. We see it. I like it.
I have questions about the hat.
Not a Lionheart.
Yeah,
It wasn't to draw Canby.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, this looks like deep in Lionheart's porn collection. Would you find this? Like, this is like, well, yeah, you just got to keep it steady because the camera's desperately trying to focus. But though I am definitely on the camera's side of saying like we don't need to see this necessarily.
Let's keep it blurred.
It's ultra bright, but maybe that's part of the effect. It's definitely the premium where everyone is blinded.
There we are.
No, it's cool. We don't need a Nightmare Fuel. Let's open up the polls. and see how this goes. As
Oh,
one of the
man.
sweetest people in Gwent has shown us one of the most terrifying things of all time. But there it is. Horson's Freak Show is the card that we're trying to sort of put together. The polls are open, friends, so go ahead and we're going to figure out who it is. Unfortunately, it's a close game for two people. Did you win? Oh my goodness.
It was
Lionhart.
inevitable.
Now, I don't know how much of
15
this.
points for this, right? It's about 15, I think.
Well, you've clearly lobbied the pity vote, which is what is important, frankly, a lot of the times. They're votes, ultimately. But you're in the positives, which is impressive, frankly. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have selected a card from all of you, and I just want to say, stick around, because if you haven't already, !keg party to win some kegs. But we are going to choose the winner, and then we're going to choose the winner of the kegs as well. But one final drawing, ladies and gentlemen. You know it. You've seen it. The premium is fantastic. Passiflora. Please draw Passiflora. Now, you guys can go ahead and Google it up. I'm not going to add any time to this one because use your imagination. You've seen it. And there's one aspect of it that I really hope you guys accentuate. All right, friends. 10 seconds, 5 seconds, because I don't know what time is anymore. Let's just put those pencils down right now. Good try. It was all good. All right, so again, the card in question was Passiflora. Our good friend Lionhart, would you like to give it a shot?
I'm gonna say no. So I'm trying to draw this from memory, and now there's one. I'm gonna go with buxom lady at the very front of the image in my memory, and a very creepy-looking
Oh
gentleman.
my gosh.
Entice her. The people in the background are dancing. I have tried to emphasise her plot in this. Very importantly, and again, I while drawing it, I did have to remind myself to delete browser history for related reasons. It just came to me.
Okay, put that back up for just a second. There's a few notes I want to make here, a few observations. If you took Dolly Parton and a piece of pizza and they had a child, it would be that thing. I would just say, amazing.
Not aroused.
That is beautiful.
Don't lie to me on.
Are those like turntables that she has strapped to her chest? Like, what the hell is that? Like,
Yes.
Is
It's
she responsible for the EDM music going on at this party? Oh my lord.
Yes.
Okay, well that is phenomenal. I will say this. That's beautiful. And then props to those two dudes in the background taking bets on whatever the fuck's going on in that picture. All right, let's go on to Chris.
I'm sure you can find that image up on Lionhart's OnlyFans after the show. I, for some reason, decided again to, make the smallest image humanly possible. I'll try and zoom in a bit.
Yeah.
So you've got the woman with the breasticles there sitting on the guy's lap. I decided, Flake, once was not enough. I added your clown face into the men dancing in the background. So that is clown Flake. And then we've got the grape feeding over there. More boobs. About it.
Okay, that is, okay. Well, that is an advertisement on why you should not get breast implants, apparently, because that is just obscene. Okay.
Literally tack them on after the fact.
That is brilliant. Okay, so she's either rubbing her boobs in his face or saying, how much for these cantaloupes? But either way, I got it. Sounds good. Tia, rescue us from this debacle.
Okay. I decided less is more. I had a sneaky suspicion this is what was gonna happen. My lady happens to be dressed. I don't know if you can see her. I didn't get to the man, but
You know what this looks
face,
like?
Don't look at her face. You're not supposed to look at her face. Look at everything else.
Is that Monica Lewinsky? That looks like Monica Lewinsky.
It's One Punch Man's nightmare fuel. I love it.
That's what, like, if that Maruna had to go into like witness protection, that's what she would look like.
Just doing a little dance for you now.
Okay, well, you have zoomed in on one aspect of the Passiflora. I can respect that. Also, digging the dancing premium element to it as well. Well, there you have it, friends. We're going to open the poll. Really, it's a two-horse race here because one of them was executed in round 2 and turned into glue. But figuratively PETA. We don't need hate mail. But either way, the polls are open. Who's drawing his best? You guys can always go ahead and just toss some more sympathy points to our poor friend, who just drew pizza tits. And
my drawing was clearly the best, right? Chat, you're aware of this acutely, that definitely I'm an artist.
Oh, you're more likely an artist than anything else, because you're clearly not a trivia buff. I'm just saying. I kid because I love. This is more fun for me than it is for anyone else. I promise you. This is a dream come true, as they say. I don't know who those people are saying and what they're saying it about, but it's clearly not this, but it's all good. Once again, you guys can go ahead, toss in the votes. A couple more seconds left on that, and then we're going to decide the winner. And it looks like Lionhart, again, with the sympathy.
Dominant victory. Talent. You're saying talent wrong.
Listen, pity is a weapon when used properly, and clearly you have just gone full auto on it, and it's just mowing people down. So congratulations to you on having such a charming, like voice, approach, everything. You have really clearly stole the hearts and minds of the audience, but you have not scored any points, so go fuck yourself. I don't know what to tell you. You have clearly lost. The winner is going to be Chris, but we're going to say some goodbyes before we go ahead and give out the prizes, and we're going to start with you, Lionhart. Lionhart, I hope you had a great time. You have been not only a great participant, but a good sport as well. So before we say goodbye, just some parting words and where we can find you, what you're up to these days, and all that other jam.
Thank you very much, Flake. It has been a delight. I've had a great time. I think we're all aware that I actually won. It was a complete fix. Everybody should have stopped immediately. It's definitely on me. I won round 2 and 3. Round 1 didn't count, okay? That was a practice round. I had a great time. It was fantastic. You can find me on twitch.tv/Lionhart. I play a lot of Gwent. Well, no, that's a lie. I stream a lot of me watching me do nothing and talking to you guys. Gwent is in the background. But no, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me. And yeah, I can't wait to watch the next episodes. They sound awesome.
Awesome stuff. Well, I appreciate you being on the show. Let's move on to Tia. Tia herself, with who has basically ruined sleep for me for quite some time now. But congratulations on that. If anything, you have replaced the boogeyman when it comes to Flake and sleeping issues. So again, thank you so much for being on the show. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Again, tell us a little bit about where to find you and all that jam.
Firstly, thanks so much for having me. And pro tip for everyone who's going to compete, Ryan Berza, just draw everything with large breasts and you should get the overwhelming majority vote. Knickers, whatever, it goes. But thanks so much, chat. And if you want to find me, you can find me on Twitch, folks. You can buy my imaginary book that doesn't yet exist. It has a beautiful cover designed, and you can find that on this link I drew up for you as well. Just there, so you can find my book. So thanks so much for your support. I had so much fun, and thanks again.
Yeah, no problem. Wonderful time. Thank you so much. Let's move on to our champion, our first ever season 3 champion, the one Christo of Christo's Cafe. Somewhat new to the scene of Gwent this year, which is very, very awesome to see how you're sort of progressing. And here you are, just stomping down dominance in Gwent Trivia. Someone who had absolutely no confidence just came through and crushed it. First with a passive kind of approach, which is great. You went with the no unit approach, and then here you are just standing tall.
You do what Lippy does. You win round 1 with everything, and then you just take a back seat and hope nothing goes wrong. And sure enough, pulled it out.
Yeah, you kind of just, hung on there with 1 point as the chat just kind of turned against you at the end there, which is, I guess, indicative of what the meta is when it comes to Lippy. Friends do not let friends play Lippy. It's the truth.
Valid point.
You could, if you want, part us again with a little bit of your coordinates, what you're up to, a little bit about yourself, where people can find you. But also, you get the final say. You get the little parting shot at your 2 contestants, so go for it.
So I being Canadian, it's hard for me to speak negatively about 2 such lovely people. I will say, Lionhart, I'm looking forward to all your future streams when you flipped from the Gwent category to the art category, because that's clearly where your forte lies. And Taya, I look forward to your horror film that I'm sure will come out very, very soon. But you can check me out, twitch.tv/TheOneChristo. Come hang out in Christo's Cafe, where everybody knows your name and the Mississauga margaritas flow freely.
I live in Mississauga. I have never had a Mississauga margarita. I have seen how they're made. They are putrid, but amazing. Chris, thank you so much. Again, check him out, twitch.tv/the1Christo. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any suggestions for the show, please tweet at 983TV. Let them know what you want to see, what you like, some people that you perhaps want to get on the show. And you can always follow myself at WatchFlake on Twitter or twitch.tv/WatchFlake. And be sure to follow this channel. It's very important because we're going to be doing this every 2 weeks along with all kinds of other stuff. So that's always worthwhile. Friends, for myself here at the show, and for Mark Theus, who made this show as really pretty and frilly as possible. Thank you to Mark and to our wonderful contestants, but more importantly, thank you to you guys for watching, because it is important to have people to talk to. Otherwise, people think you're crazy, which is, we're on the cusp of it. So I love you all. Thank you kindly. Be kind to one another. And yeah, the winner, I believe, has been selected, if I'm not mistaken, Mark, as I listen. Yep, the winner's been selected. So thank you so much. Again, more prizes in 2 weeks as we return with Jaggeris, Shinmiri, and Christo for another episode of Gwent Trivia. Thank you so much. Be kind. Adios.